I could make a lot more money talking about crime, telling crime stories. I know a lot and I'm a good storyteller. But I had a Instagram DM the other day that reminded me of the psychological distress I go through with this profession of mine because of my personal ties to a lot of things. It was a woman, and she said, "Oh, you were friends with my grandson, so and so, and his daughter, my granddaughter. She wants to be in movies and etc." And he said you guys were good friends, and I had to think about who the guy was. She said his name, and then I remembered who he was. And they make the streets look so enticing and exciting on the movie trailers, like BMF Stars or White Boy Rick, or in the rap videos, or when you're hearing Jay-Z talk about this and that. But here's a dark Detroit story for you. So I'm not going to say too many specifics, but probably 9 years ago or so, I was friends with a guy, and this woman's son was his younger guy. And they weren't any, they were street guys in Detroit, but they didn't seem particularly bad, or, I don't know what they did, but, they didn't strike me as super dangerous, and we were cool. I did, things with them. It was when the Cali Kush was first coming out, and, I would have it and see him. I didn't have any problems. And there was a case where, it made the national news. There was a double murder and some other things. I don't want to go into detail. And he got convicted of it. And he was just a nice, regular guy. And who he got mixed up in it with was the guy who I knew him through, had a brother who just got out of, he did about 20 years in prison. Supposedly he had been the hitman for one of the organizations, I'm not going to say the name, Detroit Infamous. And he bumped into someone he knew from prison, supposedly, and the robbery went wrong, double murder. And I know this kid was just, I'm not going to say he was just along for the ride, but he wasn't like a bad person like that. I think the guy said, well, let's hit a lick or something. And what does a hit a lick mean? That could mean breaking a car, breaking a house. But maybe to somebody else it means shoot a couple people in the head over $2,000. And even the guy I knew, I think he surfaced on First 48 or something, and the brother tried to get at him. It was quite a story that I could tell, and I won't go into it. But the point of it is, and if it scared me. Not because it had anything to do with me, but just because I was around. There's been a few sets of people I've been around that did things that made the national news for oh, Detroit is the worst place and look at this crime. And I'm like, oh man, I'm with that guy all the time. And this is pre-Al Prophet, or just when I'm I'm just sort of becoming Al Prophet or whatever. And it's very serious out here. Playing around in the streets, especially in Detroit. You're not playing around, even if you think you're playing around, because you might not be planning on doing anything particularly bad. But man, if you're in Detroit bopping around and there's 5 people in a room, 1 or 2 of them are real shoot you in the head point blank range killers if you're in the street. You need to know that. So that was just something I had to get off my chest. And I wish the best for that young man. I don't know the details of the case. Maybe he has grounds to get the case overturned. I hope so. And I hope his granddaughter, or his daughter, and the woman that contacted me, his granddaughter, his mother. I hope things go well for them. But if you're getting your information about the streets from these rappers and, you know, these bloggers or whatever, be very careful, because it's very dangerous. To quote Polo G. Al Prophet, American Dope.